get started if you can. Invite and share, please. All right. Let me just go straight to the point. No time to play music today for long. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon. Those watching from Ghana. Hello. Welcome on board, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Very important topics to discuss. Very important, and I have to talk what I got in my mind. All right. Welcome on board, please. If you are there, you want to share the video, feel free. If you want to invite somebody, feel free. We are not here for a celebrity show. We are here for a solution for the struggle. And you feel like someone has to listen to this message, feel free to do it. You are not forced to do that. Feel like inviting somebody, do so as your heart tells you. All right, right now, we are in a positive direction. I could put it that we are walking towards a positive direction. And there are some certain things that are not really working for the betterment of the struggle. First and foremost, I would thank everyone who have been putting their endless effort to make sure and to see that our struggle go forward, regardless of the ups and downs, the obstacles, and everything that is going on right now in the struggle. My main topic today that has been really triggering a lot of concern and troubling my mind was just because of the upcoming the conference that is in Washington tomorrow, that is in DC, the reboot that is also coming up the same day, and our youth whom are being manipulated by La Republic to insist to accept certain things that are not supposed to, just to make the world believe that we are doing wrongs. And then the next topic again is to make sure that we have found the ground zero. Okay, thank you everyone for coming up this very moment. All right, now talk this thing where all man go know, mommy, papa, whoever we there for ground zero go understand. And tomorrow we know say there's a conference. This conference in Maryland, in DC. You know, I don't get a lot of call from so many people. I don't receive a lot of call. People, they don't ask me, you come for that conference or whatever, who did they come? They don't say me they come from Canada, Maryland, Texas. In fact, all the entire United States and Canada. My dear people, I understand, say this time, that time will always be too emotional. And we really want make sure we support the struggle. I will touch every single thing. I will touch AGC. I will touch the IG, and I will touch every single thing. So if you want to be part of it, please just pay attention and listen very serious. I have so many important things that is bombing my mind. Okay, for the conference tomorrow, we have this conference tomorrow. This protest, first and foremost, it is the protest. The protest was organized by the IG. Yes, this is a protest organized by IG, and it is okay, it is approved, and everyone is welcome in that protest. We must understand that the IG as a government, there are groups under the government. If any group decide to do something, it is okay. If the government decide to do something, it is okay. Let's not make it a problem. Unless we're united, which I don't see any unity in our midst. I don't see it. Okay. Those who are prepared for that conference, for me in particular, I do not see any conference tomorrow. For me, protest. Tomorrow is a protest tomorrow. For me as an individual, I see no reason for somebody to pay her flight from Canada, from Dallas, from Minnesota, from California, from wherever. If you are paying a flight to go for just that protest, I will advise you to use that money and send it to ground zero. I'm not saying that the protest should not hold. Let the protest hold 100%. But listen, we've been doing protests, at least 200 protests and still counting. I mean, at least 200 protests and still counting. And yet no fruit has been yielded from all these protests. I know we have passed the messages. We have given everything, which is okay. We have talked, we have sing songs. Imagine we don't protest where our own president be there here. We protest where His Excellency be there for New York. President Paul Biya was in New York. United Nations Secretary was in New York. In fact, all the big 24, they were in New York. Everybody, we did a massive protest on that day. That was the most powerful protest we will ever do on the 22nd of September. That protest be so powerful, so eloquent. What happened? Till today, we haven't, in fact, the awareness will be created in front of United Nations. Till today, we never be, they don't even consider we like anything. That is my own part. As I said, that protest tomorrow, it being made for those who are in DC. If you are in New York and not from New York, you can train. You can take a train from New York to DC. Within that area, you are good to go. Any person where it get for pay flight, me in particular, if I give a pay because it was a prompt something, I have to pay a flight for at least $500. Why I go take $500 pay flight? Go for DC, go protest. Oh, they go Kiwi tired. Oh, the very song we don't sing them every day. The same talk we don't talk. If I go for New York for just go protest, for pay flight, for $500, go protest, come back, one, no give you $1. That is hypocrisy. Even if I pay flight, go for New York. I mean for DC, go protest, I give $50. That is still hypocrisy. Take that money. I say any man will get for pay flight, so long as you get to spend above, any man get to spend above $75 for a trip for that protest tomorrow. Believe me or not, use that money, channel and the IG need money. Defense forces in any direction, they need money. Paying $500, $300 just to go there, protest. Our protest in this time is insignificant. Why? We have created a lot of awareness. We have sent the news all over. That is why Al Jazeera has confirmed that they received at least 500 tweets from us every day. Al Jazeera is a big, like it's a massive media in the world. Al Jazeera. If Al Jazeera can communicate our messages all over, it will work. I rather prefer for you. Remember, the protest will still hold. And I recommend those who are in DC area, the DMV, the Columbus, to attend that protest 100%. And whoever is going for that protest, prepare yourself for a mandatory contribution. When you go there, prepare to support the struggle. Even if you have just, if you have just $50, $20, $30, go there as a mandatory to support the thing. Support it. I mean, those who are in that area. But if you are any person who's supposed to pay flight, go to this protest. You are wasting your money. Believe me, you are wasting it in the sense that you should have taken that money and channel it to ground zero. I don't care. I don't care what you say, this or no. Listen, it has gotten to a point that if we don't support, if we take money just to go to places and attend seminars or protest, we can go for a seminar anyways. Yeah, if we have a conference that will yield money, that will come, people will donate, people will contribute something, that is different. That will work. But if you are paying your flight to go for a protest, just go there, carry placards, say release our leaders. We have done all of that. We started doing that from the days of Mancho. We have been doing it. We did it in the days of Bala. We did it and we are still doing it. We have been doing it. Have we benefited anything, to be honest? Has the United Nations, what is the reason of a protest? Maybe we just go and protest, we don't understand. Protest is to create international awareness. That is the most significant thing of protest. Because once any place where a group of people are gathered to do, whatever thing they are doing, but a group of persons are gathered, they automatically drag attention from other well-wishers to know what is going on. That is what is going on. So we have done that. We have done at least 200 protests and still counting, yet no fruit has been delivered. Nothing has successfully worked with all these protests. Nothing, zero, nothing. American government, they have written petition letters. They send it to the Republic. They keep killing our people. The congressman will send a petition letter. What has that got to do? Excuse me. Instead of a solution, you are sending a petition letter. Why can't you send your troops to call our Republic to order? Why all this? Because what? They feel like our protests are not doing anything. They don't recognize it. It haven't worked. It haven't done anything that they think they will do something to help the struggle. That is why I see protests as a personally non grata. No, for me as a person, I can do my small protest around, but I cannot advise anyone to pay flight and go anywhere for a protest because it costs a lot of money. Use that money, send it to Ground Zero, or even send it to those who are going for the protest. Send it to the account. Send it, call Mr. Whoever who is in the government. Say, I have $500. I think paying a flight to go to DC will not help me in any way. Let me just channel this money to that account. Nobody will call you names. They will appreciate that very highly. So if you have the opportunity to go, I advise you to take the money, pay the money you were supposed to pay for any flight, and send it and contribute it. That is just my point. If you don't see it with me, you got your point, and I won't argue with you, but I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart that if we don't use money, nothing will work. And if you take your money just to pay flight and go and sing, oh, they will okay, we tired. Well, you aren't doing anything. You aren't supporting anybody. That is nothing. It means you might be going there for your show. We have gone past levels of shows. So that is just my idea. And then another idea, or another important point I would like to talk to our newly elect president, the interim active president right now, Mr. Sako, Dr. Common Sense. Sir, with all due respect, I appreciate your effort and the time to actually accept and acknowledge such a difficult post. After all the trauma and the situations that is going on right now with our leaders and the havoc that is being caused every day in the struggle, and you still took upon yourself to acknowledge and accept this post, we appreciate. You were appointed. We do not know who appointed you, but the government made you our president, and we willfully accept you, Mr. Common Sense. But my one point is that wherever you are, Mr. Common Sense, I will not, though I personally know where you are, but I will not disclose it on the media, wherever you are, your location, what state or what country, what Europe, wherever you are, sir. I will beg the government, the interim government, to go to that city. You people should meet the city men of that country, of that state. Tell them your agenda, report, that is, go there, report, make yourself known, because tomorrow they might turn it again for another terrorist. Do not report, call the FBI. Tell the FBI that I am this person, I'm representing this group of persons from Southern Cameroon. I am representing them. Once you tell them that you are representing this group of persons from Southern Cameroon, your name is already noted. They already understand. In case tomorrow, Chiroma and La Republique, they want to come up with their ideas, to come up again, to take you down. They record. America, they keep records. They keep a good record. That is just an advice. I'm talking this just to anyone who is part of the government. Take Mr. Common Sense. Talk to the congressman of that city or of that state. You do not need to inform the entire, if you are in America, you don't need to talk to the whole American that you are representing. No, just the city where you are, the congressman, they will acknowledge you. Report yourself to the FBI. This is a this is an important point, because from all indication, if our leaders were already, if they had informed Nigerian government, maybe they had informed Nigeria, maybe Nigerian government would have said, no, we don't want such thing to happen here. We don't want you people to, just communicate. And then from there, you know your stand, you know your takes. Do not just do things because we want to do it. We are doing it, but make sure we put it. We live in the countries of law, and let's respect the country. Like in America, in particular, if you are in America, if our newly elected president is in America, dear sir, this is an advice. Please tell somebody, whoever is watching, if you leave, even though you haven't shared, you haven't invited somebody, when you leave, please, you can inbox Dr. Common Sense or our Secretary of State, Mr. Chris Arnold. You can tell him that, sir, we advise you people to report, take Mr. Common Sense, talk to the mayor of that city, talk to the congressman, and then talk to FBIs. Once you do all these things and it is noted in the book, everything will work for the good of everybody. Believe me or not, until you get to that position before you understand why I'm suggesting such a suggestion. Very important. So I guess that point has been well articulated for anyone who have ears to channel the message, for one who have the ear to understand, to do it. Point number two. Point number two. Point number two. Okay. I think I've talked enough with the IG. I think everything that I know has been taken care of. And then another one point again with the IG. Mr. Government, you are the government. And who is the government? The government is the people. By the people, for the people. If you are the government, also listen to the youth who are around. Consider advice from the youth who are around, because they also have brilliant ideas to make sure this struggle move forward. In case you are a leader, in case you are that person who controls the people, and you feel like you don't feel comfortable taking advices from youth, from the small ones who are below you, it won't work. That is just another point. Let's work together, talk to the youth. If you have to elect somebody, seek advices from also the youth who are part of you. Make sure the government work as it's supposed to be. That is just another idea and another advice. Let me move forward, because all of us in this struggle, we are one. We are one and the same. Nobody is bigger than any person at this time. That is why we keep fighting every day. We keep fighting every day for the betterment of our country. Number two. Okay, I heard that there's a reboot workshop also on the 10th. Many people are asking this question: why should they put two things on the same day? Are we first of all united? Are we first and firm? Are we united? We are not united. We are not united. So do not quarrel another party that why did you guys organize a conference or a protest on this same day? No. If we're united, everything we will arrange with every organization, with every group. We will make sure that whatever thing we are doing out there go accordingly. We will not just sit and suggest things. Anybody can change. We can decide. Somebody can decide today and say, I have something tomorrow, not knowing that you have something on that day. But because unity doesn't reign in our means, that is why we are getting out of control. Mr. Ayabacho, I respect you so much. So I appreciate all your work that you've been doing in the struggle, and I applaud you. But listen, I know the other day there was one little thing that catches my attention. The other day you came live and you did a video. You did well, but the one thing that was not really fair enough was when you told people not to contribute to the IG website, that the IG website has a problem. So I understand very well, unless I'm misquoting myself, because I know that you are not part of the IG in no way. So how come you came to understand that the IG platform has a problem in case people have to contribute for the ground zero? That's how we sell out. Those who are in it, that tells me that there's somebody who works hand in glove with the IG, who communicates messages to people who feel like communicate messages to people who are not part of the IG. Just like you as a Mr. Ayabacho, you have your group. There could be people too there who are communicating messages to the IG. So that is how we keep the union. That's how we keep the disunity, and then we get things to the worst situation that all of us will regret. So please, if you are not part of that IG, which I really know very well that you are not part of the IG, do not tell the people not to contribute there if they have said contribute. If you think the website has a problem, let the government announce that this website has a problem, and then they will fix it. Do not make it because you are a public figure. You are someone who support the struggle. You are someone who could talk with action, and I really applaud that. You are a man indeed. You are putting your hard times, your everyday work to make sure this struggle works. You are not doing it for yourself alone. You are doing it for everyone. That is where we are lacking now. We are lacking because we don't unite. We feel like I want to be the superior. I want to make the... No. Those who are in prison, that they were our superior. They were we made them that leaders. Today they are suffering. They are facing the consequences that because of our mistakes. We shouldn't let that repeat. Let's unite. I'm begging you. Let's unite. Let's unite. Let's unite. Unity will be the ultimate goal in this struggle. Regardless of what. We forget about saying that I'm taking credit. No, nobody takes credit for anything that is being done in Ground Zero. Once the deed has been done, it has been done. Nobody cares, credit or no credit. That is all we want. The action that brings back our country is the action for all. It doesn't matter if it was done by whom, by Mr. XX, or it doesn't matter if it was done by Mrs. XX, or is that the goods has been delivered for the betterment of you, me, our kids, and everybody. I don't care if somebody castigates you, but so long as I see that you are delivering the goods, I applaud you for that, which is very important, which is very appreciative, no matter what. So you have your conference, the reboot. This shouldn't be a problem. If there will be a reboot and there will be a conference tomorrow, okay. After all, it has gotten to a point where we see that if there was unity, I would say there will be a problem. But first and foremost, there's no unity, meaning that whoever is going for the protest, from his innermost heart or from her innermost heart, she had already made it that I'm going for that protest. Whoever is going for a reboot, she has already made up his mind long time ago that I will go for that, because we have the unity that is that we've been longing for from day one. It has never happened. So do not quarrel somebody that why did you put this on this day. We are already divided. Let's say the IG had a protest, and then the same IG again has a conference on that same day, same clashes. That is where a problem will be. But if there are subgroups, under that particular government, you people have your right to discuss it every time, any day. We know the government could be doing some things that maybe doesn't please you, me, or any other person, but you reach out to them, which I see it very impossible. We have our egos that we don't want to take them low. This struggle is not all about egos again. Nobody should keep pride again. Let's unite and let's bring back the struggle back to life. Make the things happen as it's supposed to happen. Let's work together. That is a point, a valid point that we must keep. If you people are rebooting, from all indication, and no reboots can go in a positive and in a negative way, so long as reboot, because put it in your mind, if I tell you now to reboot your computer, if I tell you now to reboot your phone, you understand, you will lose a lot of data, you will lose a lot of information. It could be something that, a new device that they need to reboot it to get good, valid information. You know, that's a powerful language that has been used for the workshop and is highly respected. I will not castigate you for having a reboot workshop. I thought it was wise to pay money, to spend money and go to DC for the protest, which is not really relevant for me to spend $500 just to go for a protest. If I had that opportunity to go, for example, I would have been part of the reboot workshop. I would have loved to come there as well. But since all of this is made up of money, let's, for example, contribute together and put the money together to make sure everything worked. Very good and worked. Okay, another point, another one important point too again was the point about most people were talking about what is going on with LCBC, what is going on with LCBC, what happened, this. La Republique has hijacked LCBC. Let me tell you people, La Republique cannot hijack LCBC. They cannot do it. But there was a problem for me. There was a problem. I know that there was a problem. That's why we could not air. They could not air LCBC. If you remember, since in September, I sent a message. I said LCBC is being funded every month $9,000. $9,000 to make sure that LCBC gets to your door. To make sure that you watch LCBC. It costs $9,000. If you don't see LCBC for 1 week, if you don't see it for 1 month, ask yourself that, how much did you contributed? How much have you contributed towards that 9,000? Do you prefer to pay 9,000 for LCBC to be aired on Ground Zero, or you prefer to pay 9,000 for our Ground Zero fighters? That is just a point. So if you don't see LCBC, know that it costs a lot of money to run that platform. $9,000 is a lot of, for me from beginning, when things were not going, when we were short in finance, I did came up with, remember when Tasang, they made a message, a video that they were facing difficulties to pay for SCBC. And that was the $9,000. I make a video, I said it is irrelevant to be paying $9,000 for the TV. I know that it is helping our people on Ground Zero. But if you can afford a TV, you can as well afford a phone to watch everything that we're doing. You can as well get everything together to make sure that you know what is to keep up with the struggle. Because now we need money like never before. Ground Zero need money. $9,000 will go a very long way to work with the struggle. $9,000 will go a very long way to support the struggle. So please, as I'm talking, it's just an advice that if you don't see something like that, do not take it as a problem. Know that it costs money, and because of money, that's why the platform is existing. All right, let me get to this other important, those of our fighters on Ground Zero. Dear brothers, I know that you are the main people, the youth. You are the one delivering the goods. You people are the one doing everything that is working for the betterment of the struggle. Without you people, regardless of our effort, regardless of any amount of money, this struggle will go nowhere. We got your, so because of you people, we are working very hard to make sure that the money that is received by every leader, the money that is sent by any leader in this group is channeled to you people. I know so many of you have been trying to get to this position that you will get it, and work very hard to make sure that our struggle get back to its root. That is why I said, whoever is paying a flight from Canada to go for this protest tomorrow, you are indeed a blind person. Because if that $500 is, let me say, Mark Barata says there's a Sunday offering every Sunday. If you contribute that $500 there, that money will go a long way. If you contribute that money to Ground Zero, rather than paying a flight to DC and you start singing, oh, they go Kiwi tired, do not worry about that. We have sent them the message. La Republic know the message. The world know the message. If any country try to claim ignorance about the struggle, just ignore them as well, because they know exactly. They are the right people to call this struggle to order. They have the right to tell Bia to bring dialogue, but they have completely ignored that part. We have struggled enough. We have fought enough. We have done a lot of things enough for the world to see and understand that there is a trouble going on in southern Cameroon. It has been completely ignored. So do not bother to pay flight and go somewhere for protest. If there's a conference, that is good. Or if after the protest, there will be a mandatory contribution, which I will impose. I'm talking now, let Mr. Chris somewhere, or whoever is somewhere who is planning to go for the protest, there will be a mandatory contribution after the protest. Don't just pay a flight for $500, $300. You go and protest, you take your bags and you go back home. That is nothing. Because if it was protest, we would have been doing, if protest was the solution, we would have been doing it every morning. But we have done at least 200 protests and still counting. So if you are going somewhere tomorrow for this DC protest, but I already advise everyone living in DC, every single Ambazonia, you can go. That is in your own doorstep. The protest will happen in front of your door. So there's no reason for you to not go there. And when you go there, don't just go there. Go with at least even a $20. After that conference, people should come together. I mean, after that protest, if every single person gives, even it's $2, $3, $5, at the end of the day, if you people are 300 tomorrow, if you give $200, I mean $20 per person, that will go a very long way to support the struggle. So that is a point that all of us have to understand. Okay, one other important point is that, do you all remember there was this video that we watched the other day of our brother, the Rastafarian? The Rastafarian who was he was caught by La Republic police with another brother. There were two of them. This part is very important. I think they were adopted. That was somewhere in Bello or where. Get the point. Get what is happening. La Republic, they did arrested this our brother. If you listen from that video, it says, they asked him, you know that people where them be killed as gendarme. They are suggesting an answer for him to give them. You know that people where they be killed as gendarme then. He says, no, I don't know. They tell the story, they come back. Now you the smoke the banger no, or you sell. He said, no, but I sell my banger and I sell them, but I don't know me that people the way they be killed boys them. The boy was so very serious with his answers. He gave them all he knows. That was coming from his bottom of his mind. Even first and foremost, if they can't actually, you know that boys that they be kill that person. He doesn't know. Or even if he know, he kill them. No. He says he doesn't know. What makes the boy look so stupid? He own brother for corner. And he get to that point, he own brother where they be catch them too. Now he the run in mouth. Now he the run in mouth say, oh, you know other people them not be now man for this. Now he make that situation get worse. My brother, I'm telling you people, if La Republic people arrest any of any site, if they stop you for any place you and your friend, no talk to where you know, no just accept because they fool you. They deceive that other guy, say, talk the truth, talk, we'll record them, so that you go be free, we go free you. That boy talk he talk everything, talk say yes. Oh, you know that boys and I wanna be go so. He talk for that Rastaman, he sabotage. He talk so many bad things about his own brother when they together. According to he, they begin for free after that. When I listen to manipulation what La Republic do, according to he, they begin for free after that. But what happened? Days after, we see they cut that guy from a back neck, like chicken. That Rastafarian. They cut, even if they catch man with banger. When you catch me with banger, you get right for put me for prison or whatever. You take me for jail. It's not been suicide crime where I know if you get out of it. Put me for jail and I will get out of jail. Do not kill me like a goat. The boy claim me innocent because the other friend or who started bring that person for come manipulate it to. He can the only impose they make a camera do a video for send them for the war for stare the war say these people that they accept they acknowledge which way they go on say they get harm. That was a pre-arranged something. But what happened at the end? They killed the Rastafarian, they cut it like goat. The next way they do it, that other boy, they kill you too. Both of them were killed. Both of them were killed. They killed them like they cut them like grumpy. They killed both of them. So no matter what, I'm begging you, do not sell your own people. It will not, if you sell somebody, you are not going free. You won't go free because they will still kill you. They will still come after you. So be very careful. Go out there, do your day-to-day activities, come back home safely. We are praying and working hard. We are working like almost every day. I mean, like almost every day to make sure that solutions are tabled, to make sure that we get a solution. We all are already tired of the killings. Nobody wants somebody to go and get shot. Nobody wants any person to go and get killed. But you have the right to defend yourself. You have the right to protect your own self. Regardless of anything, you have the right to protect yourself. You have the right to protect your phone. You have the right to protect your own pet. That is the right of self-determination. Nobody, even in America, they have tried time and time to stop gun in this country. It has never worked. From George Bush, Clinton, Obama, Donald Trump, it has never worked. Why? Because you have the right to protect yourself. There are a lot of crazy people in this country. There are a lot of crazy La Republic soldiers that don't care. So you will not tell me that you will sit in your house. If United Nations care, let them come and knock my door. You will not sit in your house. Even if it's an FBI walked in your house and started shooting your wife, shooting your brother, and you have the opportunity with your own gun, you will not revenge. It is a lie. You have the full right to protect your life. You have the full right to protect your loved ones. So, regardless of anything, we are not promoting any violence. We are only promoting protection. If you like, you get it. If you like, you don't get it. We aren't promoting violence. We haven't said, hey, we have a military that will be killing the Republic. No. We are only protecting our families. Nobody wants to sit and see his or her loved one go just like that. It doesn't have to go that way. We have the right to protect and we keep protecting. That should be our message to United Nations. That we are contributing money to send to our people to protect their families, to protect their kids, because they have been killing them day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. Why are they doing all these things? What have you done, United Nations? What have you done, America? What have you done, UK? All of you, all these people, they have ambassadors in this country. All these people, they have ambassadors in this country. They have ambassadors in La Republique. They have ambassador in Cameroon. Who is an ambassador? An ambassador is that person who represents a country, represent more especially a president. That is an ambassador. If America, they get the ambassador for Cameroon, when you see these things every day, imagine if an American citizen go for Cameroon today. You will read a communication that the American government and the American ambassador in Yaoundé, Cameroon, has said that all her citizens should not go to the northwest and the southwest. Why should they say that? If they feel like something is wrong in the northwest and the southwest, then they should come with solution. You as an ambassador in that country, you represent Donald Trump. As an ambassador to Cameroon from Canada, you represent your president or prime minister of Canada. That is why we all need to make sure. That is why I said all these protests are nothing, because all the countries where we are protesting in, they have their ambassadors in Cameroon. They are the eyes of this country. If anything goes wrong, whatever is going wrong right now in Cameroon, whatever, if Donald Trump pick his phone, he will not call Pobia. Hell no. He will call his ambassador and ask, what is going on in Cameroon? And the ambassador is in that position to give all the answers. And he knows it. He is aware. He is fully aware. Because there will be no need for me to pay my flight to go to Cameroon. My American ambassador says, hey, all US citizens should not go to these particular areas. Hey, come on. He got an idea. He knows exactly what is going on. That is why he is trying to protect you, not to go to these two regions. Why can't he tell his president to go to send his military, to send people to call Mr. Biya to order? If you think you are an ambassador with ideas, that should be the solution. That is why you are in that country. You are not in that country just because you want to give visas to people, make business. No, you are in that country because we see you like that person that can bring solutions in terms of difficult moments like this. But have you done so? No. That is why I said, do not really bother about any protest. We have already channeled the message. We have given enough information. No petition letter from Europe has solved this problem. Nothing has resolved this problem. Right now, our leaders are in prison. They are somewhere we don't yet to know. It is so difficult for them to come up with videos. It is so difficult for them to come up with pictures. Who knows? Who knows what? Who knows what the worst thing would have happened, or what the worst thing has happened? Who knows? It doesn't mean that they are alive. Are they treated well? Are they being catered for? Are they providing them what they need? It doesn't just matter that they are alive and then we are quiet. Yeah. You are alive. They are alive. What is their condition? Why can't we show with video? Why can't you make the media? If you catch a terrorist, you got the right. We will rank you as a hero to catch a terrorist. If you know that this man is a terrorist, you should come up with the proof. Show the world that, oh, I've been able to catch a terrorist. That is why we will rank you. They will respect Cameroon that, oh, the militaries in Cameroon are powerful. They did this and it worked. If they could catch terrorists of this 12 or 45 or 100 terrorists, therefore we can send them to bring down Boko Haram. Means these are the tough people. But you don't just sit and you wait to organize a conference in Nigeria. You don't just sit and you call somebody in the IG. You say, we want this to happen. You people should have this. We want to make a dialogue in Nigeria. We want Sadi Rene to. Sadi Rene will be there. Sadi Rene from La Republic. Minister of Defense of Nigeria will be in that conference. They discuss with somebody in that particular government. The government agree that somebody there agree that that would be a good idea and talk to the others. Then let's make this. This is regard of this particular meeting is regarding for is to discuss things that has to do for our struggle, like a dialogue. We would not like to go. If you tell me now that, hey, Yanick, we have a dialogue that is coming, do not talk to a lot of people. Let's just go there. 10 of us and this person will be there. I want to go there. But unfortunately, in that same conference, you people this Sadi Rene himself was there. Other top officials were there. But it was a pre-arranged something that happened. All of them. Would you dialogue with terrorists? If you see a terrorist, would you go and dialogue with Sarkozy, this guy, the leader of Boko Haram? No, you cannot do that. So that is what happened. Our leaders were only trying to get solution because they are also sick and tired of the struggle that has been going for months or years now. They are sick and tired. That is why they were trying to get a solution. That is why the solution came at a time where it was already a planned act for them to be adopted, and they adopted them. So no matter what, no matter the agenda, no matter the struggle, please make sure everything is well planned. Put everything together. Make sure that without a consent, without your consent or the consent of your family or anyone, do not just do things. Because it might get wrong, and when it gets wrong, it involves everybody. When it gets good, it involves everybody. That is why I said, no matter whatever group that is going on in this struggle, if you do something good, it will affect everybody. If you do something bad, it will affect everybody. Let the unity reign. Unity. We are singing unity, unity, unity. But it has been so difficult for me to even hear from our top leaders to even come and say, we want unity. I haven't heard it. Why is it so difficult? Without this unity, we are mixing up things. We don't know who is doing what. We don't know what action is taking place. Please, as a group of persons, as we are. Sorry, I got a call. Yeah, so that is just an idea that I think we should put it together and work it together. Everyone, thank you for watching. And if anyone got a question or you think you want to contribute something for a few seconds, we can as well do that while I did hang up to take care of my daily activities. Yeah, so at least I have spoken enough. I've taken what I know will help the struggle. I've said a lot of things that will help the struggle from my own direction. And I appreciate if you two do your own best. And nobody these days on the struggle, no all of us will be fighting until we get there. My own little brother, a brother, we grew up together, we spent quality times together. drove his own Okada, dropped up somebody. On his way back, he was ambushed. He was killed. That was the end of the show. He just went like that. He just went like that. That was it. So nobody is safe these days. This morning we also saw a video of women coming back from the market. They were all arrested. They were walking in a group. They took them somewhere. We don't yet know what will happen. That is how things are being done now on ground zero. So let's be careful. Let's organize. We have called the world to see our problem. I don't know what else they want again from us. I don't know what else they want again from us, because we have tried. We have worked our best. We have done all it takes for any person with a sympathetic mind to help us. We have done it. Tell me what we will never do. What we will never do. What we don't do the war. Why people wicked we? Why the wicked we? So what we don't do wrong? It is really a problem when you go somewhere, you are seeking for help, and somebody sees you dying. Nobody cares to help you. It's really pathetic. It's really disturbing. It's really mind-blowing that nobody can help you. Nobody can even call Mr. Bia that, why can't you dialogue? Even call these people and dialogue in whatever means, just to bring back peace. What is so difficult in that? What is the problem? Why is dialogue? Why can't you tell Bia to just... We want something that will cool down the trouble. People are dying every day. People are killing others every day. Why can't Mr. Bia look into this? What is the problem? Chiroma was part of the person who almost killed Bia. Today he is the top man with Mr. Bia. Chiroma was fighting for his own for Gariwa or for not something. If you were listening to that video, and yet a solution was given to him. Pope Bia the fear not this them, not this thing, and Pope Bia the fear very badly. If this struggle be been as something to concern them, believe me or not, there would have been an immediate solution. But now it concerns me, it concerns as Anglophones the way they sorry. That's why you see today no solution. What is wrong? What is the problem? Even those who were calling for federation, who were dying for federation, I don't see them. They say I'm tired. They don't even know it for talk again. Because of it, even their voices were not heard. Women who were dying for federation, women who were calling for federation, today they are just tired. They don't even have nothing to talk again. Nobody even, you don't stay why yes or might even voice federation. Wait, because that was the easiest thing that Pobia would have called for a dialogue. It never worked. What he want to do? What be the problem? That the key were youths, that the key were old, that the key were mommy, then the key were papa, and the Republic soldiers into the being killed. Is this all one Mr. Bia love? Nothing we Pobia one time. Now nothing we go please ye. What is the problem? Tell me what is the problem? You mean say no man, no person not there for that government where he get the conscience for tell Bia say Bia, let's give a solution to this struggle. Let's organize and make sure that a solution is stable. Let's release all our people. What is so difficult? What is so difficult? What is the problem? Why is it so difficult? Why do you sit and see people dying, people committing suicide, people burning houses, burning our properties, doing everything? You sit quietly in your wounded. Why? What is the problem? Why can't you help this solution, give a solution to this problem for 2 years now? And they think the problem is aggravating. It is getting to another level. Why can't you just go on the media? We know that 11 February is coming and we heard that you are sick. And maybe you are even somewhere we don't even know. The only way you will want to hear from you, we know that 11 February you got a speech. Come with a speech, my brother. I don't even want to call you Mr. B. King Bia, come with a message. Acknowledge what is going on. Don't come and be blindfolded. And acknowledge what is going on. Call everybody. That is, we are talking just in 2 days from today. When is it? Tomorrow. I think you usually make that speech a day before 11 February or on that same day, I guess. Call on everyone. Acknowledge the problem. acknowledge a dialogue, release all our people that you've arrested, release all of them, call for an inclusive dialogue, put things together. If you had once called for a dialogue, I don't think this struggle would have aggravated to this level. Try your best and call for a dialogue. Let's agree that there is a problem, we solve it, and let life go back to normal. We gain our country, you gain your country, whatever. Let a solution. That is the most and the important thing that I think it is necessary for us to get this cool. We have killed enough. We have died enough. We have done the worst. I don't want it to go to another level, because the next level will be so difficult. It will be so difficult to stop. And that is when United Nations will carry their head to come and resolve it. We don't want to get to that point. We don't want to get to that point. Let United Nations don't see us like animals, and they only come in at a time that millions of people are dying. Come in now. That is hypocrisy. We use hypocrisy every day, but we don't yet know the definition of hypocrisy. As United Nations, people should be the most intellectuals to understand hypocrisy. When you ignore something, you pretend not to know that thing. When you escalate to another level, then you go into resolve. That is hypocrisy. That is, you are hypocritical.